pertama, apakah jenis pemilikan perniagaan ini dan berapa ramai pekerja atau rakan kongsi yang selada dalam
Boleh lagi?
Macam mana angka ni klasifikasikan dia sebagai asset, liability, modal?
Okay, Pak Cik, saya nak tanya dua soalan
Okey.
tentang strength dengan weakness, kelemahan dengan kelebihan recording process. So kekuatan dia macam dia simple lah, mudah.
Mudah kan? Tak ada rumit sangat lah. Betul-betul simple. Mana masuk keluar macam tu.
Faham.
Berkaitan dengan rekod transaksi lah. Soalan pertama, macam mana angka rekodkan transaksi kewangan angka? Tadi tak silap angka cakap secara manual kan? Lepas tu soalan kedua, apa dokumen yang angka gunakan untuk angka rekodkan transaksi kewangan angka?
Okay, so soalan last dari saya.
Okey.
So soalan saya, siapa yang bertanggungjawab untuk menguruskan rekod perniagaan dalam bisnes angka? Last, berapa kerap angka kemaskini data rekod kewangan? Contohnya harian ke, mingguan ke, bulanan?
The business is called Binti Collection. The business located at 16 Jalan Operasi U2/C, Taman Titi Ajaya 40150 Shah Alam, Selangor. This is a sole proprietorship that operates as a clothing store specializing in selling bundle or second-hand clothing specifically for men. The shop is well known for its affordable and high-quality men apparel, catering to customers who value style, affordability, and sustainability. From casual wear to formal outfit, the store offers a wide range of men clothing options to suit different preferences and occasions. The shirts and the clothing items sold at the Binti Collection are sourced from reliable bundle supplier, which provide high-quality second-hand apparel. The supplier may include local distributor and the international bulk importer of brilliant clothing. The business was established with an initial capital of 10,000, which was utilized to set up the shop, purchase inventory, and manage operation costs.
Apakah jenis pemilikan perniagaan ini dan berapa ramai pekerja atau rakan kongsi yang selada dalam bisnes ini?
Okey. Perniagaan saya perniagaan keseorangan.
Now, for the company that we have chosen, they have stated that they are under sole proprietorship. So today, we will explore the concept of sole proprietorship, a fundamental and widely adopted business structure. As the simplest form of business ownership, it is often chosen by individuals seeking to establish and operate a business independently. Let us analyze its defining characteristics in detail. So the first characteristic is ownership. A sole proprietorship is owned and managed by a single individual. This means that one person holds full authority over business and assumes all decision-making responsibilities. Setting up a sole proprietorship is straightforward. Unlike corporations or partnerships, there are minimal legal requirements. The simplicity and accessibility make sole proprietorships an attractive option for new entrepreneurs. The second characteristic is capital. In terms of capital, in a sole proprietorship, it is usually provided by the owner. This may come from personal savings, loans, or other financial resources. However, a notable challenge for sole proprietors is the limited ability to raise large amounts of capital. Unlike corporations that can issue shares or attract investors, sole proprietors rely primarily on personal funding or small business loans. This limitation can be a constraint for those planning to expand or undertake large-scale projects. As for the business that we have interviewed, the owner has stated that he has taken out 10,000 ringgit in cash from his personal savings as capital for his business. Third characteristic for sole proprietorship is the management and control. The sole proprietor has complete control over the management of the business. This includes decision-making authorities in all areas such as pricing, operations, and strategy. The absence of partners or shareholders ensures that the owner can operate the business in accordance with their vision and preferences. And the fourth characteristic is profit or loss. the owner retains all profits generated by the business. This financial benefit can be significant. However, the owner also bears full responsibility for any losses sustained, which may require careful financial management to mitigate risks. The fifth business characteristic is liability. Now, for sole proprietorships, owners have unlimited liability. The business owner and the business are legally inseparable. As a result, the owner is personally accountable for all debts and obligations incurred by the business. In cases of financial difficulties, personal assets may be at risk to satisfy business liabilities. The sixth characteristic is Book of Accounts. Book of Accounts are formal records of financial transactions maintained to track its financial health and ensure compliance with legal and tax requirements. For a sole proprietorship, keeping accurate and organized books of accounts is essential for monitoring profitability, managing expenses, and filing tax accurately.
Terangkan cara anda klasifikasikan aset, liability, modal, hasil dengan belanja.
Modal ni sebab dulu mula dengan sikit, lepas tu kita jual, dia ada untung, kita tambah barang lah.
Based on the information we gathered from the interview, I'll be presenting the four main business classification which are divided into assets, liabilities, revenue and expenses. Let's break them down one by one. First, assets. Assets are the resources owned or controlled by the business, which enable it to operate effectively and generate income. For a body sheet shop, assets include both current assets and non-current assets. Current assets refer to items that are expected to be converted into cash or used up within a year. These include inventory, such as shirts and other clothing items available for sale, including seasonal or premium collections. Cash is another important current asset, whether it's physical cash in the register or in a business bank account. Accounts receivable represents the money owed by customers. Prepaid expenses like advance rent payments are also part of current assets. Non-current assets, on the other hand, are long-term resources the shop uses over time. These include store equipment such as shelves, racks, mannequins, and ironing or steam machines used to maintain the appearances of the clothing. Furniture like tables, chairs, counters, and mirrors are also fall into this category. The shop owns its premises include the building or land where the shop operates. Trademark intellectual property such as the shop's logo or brand name adds value by distinguishing it from competitors. Brand reputation, built from loyal customers and community goodwill, is another intangible but valuable assets. Next is liabilities. Liabilities represents the obligation or debts that the shop owes to others. These are divided into current liabilities and long-term liabilities, and non-current liabilities. Current liabilities are debts that must be settled within a year. For instance, accounts payable refers to the money the shop owes to suppliers for shirts or other inventory items. Utility bills for electricity, water, and internet that remain unpaid are also part of current liabilities. Additionally, the current portion of loan repayments, specifically the part of a business loan due within the next 12 months, must also be included. Non-current liabilities, however, are obligations that extend beyond a year. These include business loans taken to finance the shop or purchase inventory. These obligations for the rental or of the shop space also fall into this category, especially for agreements that last several years. Managing these liabilities effectively is important for the business. Moreover is revenue. Revenue is the income generated by the shop from its operations. The primary source of revenue for a bundle shirt shop is sales revenue, which comes from selling shirts and other clothing items. This includes both cash sales and credit sales if the shop offers payment plans. Additional revenue may come from promotions such as discounts or bulk purchase deals for regular customers. These diverse revenue streams help the shop grow and reach a wider customer base. Next is expenses. Expenses are the costs incurred to keep the shop running. This can be broken down into operating expenses, administrative expenses, and other costs. Operating expenses include the cost of goods sold, which is the money spent on the purchasing bundle shares for resale. Rent is not a significant expense, especially if the shop space is rented. Utility expenses such as electricity, water, and internet bills are also necessary for the day-to-day operations. Salaries and wages are part of operating expenses, as are marketing and advertising costs for promotions like ads. Administrative expenses cover costs like stationery and office supplies, including notebooks and receipts used for managing the business. Other expenses include repair and maintenance costs for fixing equipment or furniture, as well as bank charges for maintaining a business account.
Berkaitan dengan rekod transaksi lah. Soalan pertama, macam mana angka rekodkan transaksi kewangan angka? Tadi tak silap angka cakap secara manual kan? Based on the information that we got from the business owner, the owner apply a manual recording process to efficiently track the financial activities of the businesses, relying on receipts and invoices as the primary source of documentation. For every transaction, whether it is a sale to a customer or a business-related expenses, such as purchasing inventory, paying for transportation, or covering marketing costs, the owner ensures that a receipt is issued and a copy is retained. These receipts are then organized accurately into categories such as sales receipt, which document income from customer purchases, and expense receipt, which include all costs incurred in running the business. Lepas tu, soalan kedua, apa dokumen yang angka gunakan untuk angka rekodkan transaksi kewangan angka?
Dokumen, receipt, segala invoice.
Invoice dengan
penyata, itu saja.
Okey.
Dengan buku jualan lah. Itu.
Buku jualan lah. At the end of each day or week, the owner uses these receipts and invoice to update a handwritten ledger. This step-by-step approach ensures that every financial transaction is accounted for accurately. At the end of the month, the owner reviews the ledger, summing up all the total sales revenue and total expenses to calculate the overall profit or loss for the business. This method will provide a clear financial overview of the business. Despite its time-consuming nature, this approach allows the owner to maintain control over the business financial health without investing in complex accounting system, making it an ideal solution for a sole proprietorship operating at a manageable scale.
Siapa yang bertanggungjawab untuk menguruskan rekod perniagaan dalam bisnes angka ni?
Semua saya buat. Semua saya buat sendiri.
Based on the information that we collected during the online interview, the owner of the business takes full responsibility for managing all financial records. This means the personnel handle the task of recording and organizing every transaction that occur in the business. By doing this, the owner ensures that they have a clear understanding of the business financial position and the records are maintained accurately.
Berapa kerap angka kemaskini data rekod kewangan? Contohnya harian ke, mingguan ke, bulanan?
Harian.
The financial records are updated daily. This practice is essential because it ensures that all transactions are recorded promptly, reducing the risk of error or misentry. By keeping the record up to date every day, the business can maintain accurate and reliable financial data, which is critical decision and financial reporting.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Iwani Binti Ismail, and I would like to talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the recording process and how to overcome it.
Angka buat simple accounting.
So kekuatan dia macam dia simple lah, mudah.
Mudah kan? Tak ada rumit sangat lah. Betul-betul simple. Mana masuk keluar macam tu.
The recording process at Binti Junior Collection has several strengths that help the business operate smoothly. First, it is simple and easy to use. The owner doesn't need advanced accounting skills to keep track on sales, expenses, and the other transactions. This simplicity makes it a good fit for a small business like a bundle closing store, where the focus is on a daily operation rather than complex financial system. Second, the process is cost effective. Since it doesn't rely on expensive software or hiring an accountant, it saves money that can be used for other purposes such as purchasing more inventory or upgrading the store. Finally, the owner manages the records directly, which gives them full control over the financial details of the business. This hand-on approach allows them to monitor performance closely, spot problems quickly and make informed decisions when needed.
Okey, kelemahan dia pula macam mana? Rekod tu kelemahan dia ada apa je?
Kelemahan dia bila kita tak buat hari-hari ataupun kita tinggalkan lama. Contoh dia mungkin saya terlupa. Dia akan jadi banyak tertinggal lah.
Despite this range, the recording process also has some weaknesses that could cause problem for the business. The first weakness is the risk of errors. Since the owner records everything manually, it is easy to make mistakes in calculations or forget to write down some transactions. This mistake can result in financial records that are inaccurate and unreliable. Another weakness is the system may not capture all small transactions such as minor expenses. Missing these details can lead to incomplete records, making it harder to understand the true financial position of the business. Lastly, there is no backup system for the record. If the record are kept on paper or stored on a single device, they could be lost due to accidents, damage or technical issues. Losing this record will make it difficult to track the business finances and could cause serious problem in the future.
Salah satu usaha pakcik nak mengatasi kelemahan tu?
Sekarang ni kena rajin lah.
Kena rajin, kena simpan lah, simpan resit tu betul-betul.
Simpan resit, buat kalau boleh jangan miss lah hari-hari. Yang bagus sekali kalau ada sistem lah. Kalau ada sistem lagi bagus.
To overcome these weaknesses, the business can take some simple but effective steps. To reduce errors, the owner can use tools like calculators, spreadsheets, or even simple accounting apps to organize and double-check the records daily. This tool makes it easier to record transactions accurately and spot mistakes early. To ensure all transactions are recorded, the owner can use a structured template or a notebook to document every sale and expense as soon as they happen, no matter how small. This habit will make the records more complete and reliable. Finally, the owner should create a backup system to protect financial data. Copies of records can be stored in a safe place like fireproof box, while digital records can be backed up using cloud storage services like Google Drive or Dropbox. By taking this step, Binti Junior Collection can make its recorded process more secure, accurate and reliable, ensuring the business financial health in the future. This improved process will not only help the owner avoid mistakes, but also prepare the business for growth. With better records and proper backup, Binti Junior Collection can build a stronger financial foundation, making it easier to plan for the future and handle any challenges that may come along.
In conclusion, Binti Junior Collection is a sole proprietorship business that demonstrates strong financial recording practices through its daily updates and owner-managed process. However, there is a potential for improvement such as adopting technology and seeking professional advice to enhance the business efficiency and scalability. Thank you for your attention, and I hope this presentation has provided valuable insights into the financial management of this shop.